What is good, guys? We are back with a brand new NBA 2K Lab badge video. As promised, we're going to be covering the Giant Slayer badge, but honestly, when everybody in the game is 6'7", not too many giants out there, let's be real. But nonetheless, the numbers on this badge look great. And before we get into the video, guys, if you just so happen to be new here, consider subscribing if you're finding this content useful or helpful in any way. And without further ado, let's get right into it. For 2K20, we had this as an A tier badge for guards because it provided a nice boost to layups if you were driving in traffic. The badge works pretty much the same way as it did in 2K20, where it starts helping against anyone that's 1 inch taller than you, and you receive the full boost against a defender that's at least 6 inches taller. Alright, so we set up the test to take 200 contested layups against a defender with his hands straight up between the blocks in the paint. The offensive player had a 95 driving layup and max physicals, while the defender had 95 defensive stats and max physicals as well. We did this against 3 different defenders of different heights and recorded the makes to see if layups went in more with higher levels of the badge. Looking at this graphic, you can see that going against a defender that's only 1 inch taller didn't provide much of a boost, but you can see it start to kick in a bit. As we move up to a defender that's 4 inches taller, you can see a noticeable boost in make percentage, especially from no badge to Hall of Fame, as it's just about a 10% increase, but it gets better from there. Now, if you're a shorter finishing guard, and by short I mean like 6'2" or below, this badge is an absolute must-have, as you can see the make percentage against a defender that's 6 inches taller match the same make percentage we had in the test against the 1 inch taller defender on Hall of Fame. The boost becomes massive against taller players, seeing more than a 20% bump from no badge to Hall of Fame. But there's an obvious pitfall with this badge, and while it looks good on paper, the meta in NBA 2K21 on next gen is to make 6'7" and 6'9" power forwards for the extra badges while still having the ability to play like a guard. You're at a clear disadvantage using a smaller player in next gen 2K21 because of the minimal badges, and while there's a slight speed advantage, it's not that significant in most cases. We don't quite recommend this badge, especially on your demigod power forward builds, and we put this as a C tier badge for both bigs and guards in general. But if you do happen to run a player that's 6'2" or under, I would equip this badge on Hall of Fame, but I'm not sure of anyone who's really doing that. Another thing I wanted to point out is that if you look in the description of the badge itself, it also states that it reduces the possibility of getting blocked, so that's something we're planning on looking into as well. But leave a comment down below if you ever felt this badge helped you to not get blocked. I'm just curious to see that. But anyways, guys, that's all we have for the Giant Slayer badge. Thank you for watching as always. Don't forget to drop a like, as it's much appreciated. It's your boy Spill. I will see you guys in the next one.